Hi everybody, I'm Malin.
And I'm Jenny.
Welcome to Mysterious Writings YouTube channel.
In this episode we talk about the 5 most valuable pennies that could be in your pocket change.
If you're like most Americans, you have change laying around, possibly a jar or two like we do. I would love to take the change and take it to the bank and cash it in. You see, I'm getting some feedback.
We can't do that. There could be valuable coins in there, like an error coin of a nickel or a dime or quarter. We just don't know what's in there. It could be $1 million penny.
Right. Well, what we're going to end up having to do is we're going to have a date night.
We can do
glass
that.
of wine between the two of us, and see what we find. Maybe we'll find that rare penny worth millions.
It could be in there. I think it could be.
It could be. I mean, they are out there, so.
Yeah. Join us. But for right now, here are the 5 most valuable pennies that could be in your pocket change.
Number 1, the 1955 double die cent. One of the less rare error cents for collectors to look for is the 1955 double die cent. The U.S. Mint produced and released about 24,000 1 cents which have a double image. This doubling is seen most in the date and was caused by a misalignment of the second strike. Check your change for these as they often sell for over $1,000.
Number 2, 1943 copper or the 1944 steel penny. The World War II demand for copper resulted in the U.S. to mint steel pennies in 1943 instead of the normal copper ones. Steel plates used to make pennies replaced the copper. However, a few coins were minted in 1943 which were copper and not the intended steel. These coins are extremely valuable and collected today. The steel penny of 1943 had its issues, and so the U.S. Mint returned to making copper pennies in 1944. However, just like what happened in 1943 when the mint switched to steel, wrong plates were used for a few coins. This resulted in steel pennies and not copper pennies to be minted and go into circulation in 1944. These are error coins and again are highly collectible and valuable.
Number 3, the wheat penny. Many people collect wheat pennies. These are 1 cent coins produced from 1909 to 1958. The coins are easily recognizable as they feature 2 wheat heads on the reverse and President Lincoln on the obverse. Although most wheat pennies are more valuable than 1 cent, there are a few key years to look for which are worth considerably more than the face value of 1 cent. One example is the 1909 VDBS. Other years to look for are 1914, 1915, 1922, 1924, 1926, 1931, 1943, 1944, and 1955. There are various reasons why some are worth more, but mainly because of rarity.
Number 4, the 1922 plain cent. The 1922 wheat penny without a mint mark is not a coin minted in Philadelphia, which often doesn't show the P mint mark, but is actually an error coin from the Denver Mint. The mint mark on the die that Denver used to strike the design on the coin filled with dirt, creating coins without mint marks or mint marks which are very faint. This coin is highly collected and a slot for it is often found in coin collector albums. But why? It's not an official minted coin, but an error coin. It is believed the reason for this is because the Philadelphia Mint didn't produce any Lincoln cents in 1922, but had in all the years before and after. So to fill this gap, they include the 1922 plain cent, which looks like how the cent would have appeared if the Philadelphia Mint had produced them. But these 1922 plain cents are rare and are often worth thousands of dollars as many collectors need them to complete their albums.
And finally, number 5, the 1909 BTB Cent. In 1909, the Lincoln 1 cent replaced the Indian head 1 cent, which had been in production since 1859. The designer's initials for this new coin, VDB, for Victor David Brenner, were included in the earliest productions of the coin. The public, however, felt the initials VDB were too prominent, and so the U.S. Mint decided to remove the initials, but only after some coins were released. These early coins, which include the initials VDB below the wheat stalks on the reverse of the coin, and of which include the S mint mark, are highly collected because of their rarity. They are considered the most valuable of wheat pennies and can value thousands of dollars, depending on condition.
One more thing. 1909 VDB coins from Philadelphia are not as valuable. They may fetch only a few dollars. The reason for this is because the Philadelphia Mint produced and released millions of 1909 VDB coins from their mint before the change. The San Francisco Mint had only released 484,000. And it should also be noted the initials VTB were designed to be smaller and placed on Lincoln's shoulder on the obverse and restored to the 1 cent in 1918. So there you have the 5 most valuable pennies that could be in your pocket change. Go check now.
Right. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up And as always, see you next time.
Right, see you next time.